To create your small flower pot today, I'm working on a little plate that I made because I don't have my canvas with me today. But you need a small chunk of clay that really is no larger than about a golf ball. So this is about a golf ball size amount of clay. I'm going to take that wad of clay and then take off just a tiny little bit that I'm going to use for the feet of my flower pot later. And then I'm going to set that aside. So I'm going to roll my clay into a sphere. And once it gets pretty close to spherical, doesn't have to be perfect, I'm going to take my thumb and carefully place my thumb into the sphere, and then I'm going to start moving my fingers together almost like a duck beak, and I'm going to pinch while I'm rotating the clay around. So I want to create a pot that is eventually it will be square, but the idea is this rim should be the same thickness up here as it is way down here. So I'm pushing out down here as I'm rotating to kind of flatten that wall. And I'm not squeezing up here. Do not squeeze up here. If you're squeezing up here, you're going to make this part way, 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 way too thin. Okay, so I'm squeezing down farther inside the pot, not anywhere along here. So squeeze all the way around, keep rotating. Rotate, 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 rotate. Once I get it about this far, I'm going to take it on my canvas and tap it to flatten out the bottom. And then I'm also going to tap it along the top to flatten out the top. Now I don't have all my clay tools with me at home where I am working right now. They are packed away. So you can use your fingers are your best tools, but once this clay gets stiffer, you could use wood tools to help carve, or you could use loop tools. Okay, so you want to clean this up, make it nice and smooth up there, and then eventually you're going to tap it on all four sides and kind of shape it to a square. And you're going to push out the bottom edges. And keep working this to get it as square as you can. Sometimes you can use tools. I believe some of your tools are flatter on the bottom. Like that toothpick tool has got a flat bottom. Where I am right now, I do not have a toothpick tool, but I do have a pencil that is a flat bottom. So don't use these in the classroom. This is just my own personal set at home, which I will wash later. But use your ceramics tools for this. I just, for some reason, don't have my ceramics tools with me right now. So we want to flatten out this bottom. Okay. Once that is done, and you can see that the bottom is nice and flat on that side and on the inside, you can kind of see where I tapped it. Set that aside. Now you're going to make a coil. Roll out the coil on your canvas and use your fettling knife to cut 4 exact pieces. Now, again, I don't have my tools with me, so I'm going to use a paper clip. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 pieces of clay. Those are going to be the feet. This will go in the plastic bin because I can still squish it. Now I'm going to roll this into a sphere, roll this into a sphere, roll, roll. Okay, once I have those, I'm going to turn the base of my pot over, and I'm going to use my serrated rib, but I don't have my serrated rib with me today, so I'm going to use my paper clip. But you have a serrated rib, so go ahead and use your serrated rib. And then you'll use the serrated rib to rough up each of the feet. And then you're going to put slip on each foot and place it onto its spot. I'm not really pressing them on there yet because I'll show you how you're going to press it on later here in a minute. Now I'm doing this pretty fast. You're going to take a little bit longer to clean yours up, make it nice and smooth. Okay, so now I've got all 4 feet on there. I'm going to tap them on gently. Then I'm going to turn my pot over, and I'm going to line up a tool that I can use to press straight down right on top of where each of those feet would be to kind of press it onto my flower pot. If I need to go back and kind of fiddle with them and really press them on so they stay, then that's fine too. Then eventually what you're going to do, you're going to take your needle tool, not your needle tool, you can use your toothpick tool or you can use a super sharp pencil. I actually sometimes use a mechanical pencil and I carve my number. Don't carve it too deep. So 40R2. Okay. Make sure the outside is nice and smooth, and then once this is done, photograph it so that you have it in your Google Drive and put it on the wear cart for firing.